At 44, Clara Whitmore believed love belonged to another chapter of her life. She'd raised a daughter, built a career in interior design, survived a quiet divorce, and learned how to enjoy evenings alone with books and tea. Romance felt like a beautiful memory, warm, distant, and complete. Then Daniel walked into her world. He was 22, freshly graduated, carrying both ambition and uncertainty in equal measure. He joined the Community Arts Center as a volunteer assistant, helping organize exhibitions and workshops. Clara had been hired to redesign the center's main hall. Their paths crossed on a Tuesday morning, between paint samples and half-assembled shelves. "Do you need help with that?" Daniel asked, pointing to a ladder she was struggling to balance. She smiled politely. "I have managed worse." He took the ladder anyway, steadying it with care. "Still, it's better with two people." That simple sentence stayed with her. They worked together for weeks. Daniel brought energy, ideas, and an earnest curiosity about the world. Clara brought experience, calm, and an eye for beauty in forgotten corners. He listened when she spoke. She noticed how he treated people with respect, regardless of age or position. Their conversations began with design and art, but drifted into life. "You seem like you have everything figured out," he said one evening as they cleaned brushes. Clara laughed softly. "I only look like that because I've made most of my mistakes already," he admitted. "I want to learn how not to waste time." She met his eyes. Time is not wasted when it teaches you who you are. He thought about that for days. What Clara did not expect was how alive she felt around him. Not young alive, as if something long asleep had stirred. She told herself it was admiration, nothing more. He was too young. Their worlds were too different. But feelings do not follow rules. One night, after the center hosted a small exhibition, rain trapped them inside. The lights were dim. Music from a distant cafe floated through open windows. They sat on the floor, backs against the wall. "I never told you," Daniel said quietly, "but I started writing again because of you." She turned to him. "Because of me?" He nodded. "You remind me that beauty does not end, it changes." Her chest tightened. They sat in silence, the rain tracing paths down the glass. "Clara," he whispered, "I think I am falling in love with you." Fear and truth collided in her heart. "You are young," she said, her voice barely a whisper. "You deserve someone who walks at your pace." He shook his head. "I walk toward what feels real." She closed her eyes. The world had taught her to be careful, but it had also taught her that regret is heavier than risk. She opened her eyes and saw only sincerity. Their first kiss was gentle, not hungry, not rushed. Just two souls meeting across years and fears. From that moment, nothing felt ordinary. They moved slowly, carefully, always honest about the gap between them. Clara worried about judgment. Daniel worried about being seen as naive. But when they were together, none of that mattered. They shared morning walks, long conversations, and quiet dinners filled with laughter. Daniel kissed her hands as if they held history. Clara held his face like he was possibility. Of course, people noticed. Some whispered, some warned, some judged. But love is not a performance. It is a choice. One evening, Clara said, "I am afraid the world will hurt you for choosing me." Daniel smiled. "The world already hurts people for choosing anything honest. I would rather be brave." Months later, standing in a sunlit room she had redesigned, Clara realized she hadn't lost her season. She had simply entered a new one. Love didn't belong to youth alone. It belonged to those who dared to feel. If this story touched your heart, please subscribe to Heart Talk Stories for more emotional, modern love stories that heal, inspire, and remind you that love has no expiration date.